Hello. How's everyone doing? Good, I hope. Yeah, interesting lineup today, isn't it? I mean, if you look at where we are, I mean, Aki at the back, I'm not really surprised. I think Aki's done well when he's coming. I mean, he played well against Liverpool twice. I thought he was good. In fact, I would argue he's probably our best player against Liverpool in the FA Cup. Him and Stones were phenomenal. It's the front three my concerns are today. I mean, Sterling, he doesn't score goals. I mean, he doesn't. He gets in the right positions, but he doesn't take his chances. That concerns me a little bit. Jesus, obviously, he's on good form. I like him. Grealish, I don't know what to expect from Grealish, if I'm honest. I really don't know what to expect from him. I can't say he's a match winner because he's not. Might have been for Aston Villa, and he might be he might be a natural match winner, but doesn't do it for us. You look at our midfield, taking De Bruyne out. Interesting play by Pep. I mean, if this doesn't work out, go ask yourself questions. I mean, I know Gundogan is a great deputy for Bruyne, but still, you have to ask questions. Yeah, interesting lineup. Back four is not really that surprising though, because Walker's out for the rest of the season, it looks like, which is going to be a huge blow. Particularly if you look at, if we get to the final of the Champions League with against Liverpool, our back four ain't going to live with their pace. We saw that in the FA Cup. We're going to need Walker's pace, and unfortunately, we're not going to have it. Then you look at midfield. I mean, I think our midfield is better than theirs. I think their forwards have just got too much pace. But we'll have to see. First things first, it's Leeds away. Leeds are fighting for their lives, especially after the Burnley one. That Burnley win is throwing a few spanners in the work for them as well. It means Leeds are one place above the drop, with Everton to play Chelsea tomorrow, and you never know what Chelsea is going to turn up. I thought Chelsea were good against United. They should have won. Didn't take their chances. We're good at some Park as well. We saw Everton are not that easy to beat there. I mean, look at that relegation zone. Everton are 5 points behind Leeds and Burnley, but they have a game in hand on Leeds and 2 games in hand on Burnley. Norwich got relegated today. Watford are going down. Burnley or Leeds only need a point in the next 4 games. I mean, they're down them. Norwich. Oh, Watford. Of course, we're 2 points behind Liverpool. So draw isn't even good enough. We have to win every game. 5 games. Just 5 games. Got 6 games left of the season. Possibly 7 if we beat Real Madrid next week. Leeds, you don't know what Leeds are going to turn up. It's going to be an interesting game. You got some good players, Leeds. Really like that Harrison. I think he's a great player. Rafinha, he's got pace and he's got a good left hit on him. No, Phillips is back for them. I think if Phillips wasn't back, if he was still injured, rate our chances a little bit more. But they're going to be fired up for this, because they know they have to win. I haven't seen a lot of Leeds since Marsh took over. Yeah, look at that front 3. Rafinha, Rodrigo and Harrison, they're decent. Decent players, they can score goals. And they got pace as well. And I am really surprised at the changes he's made, because I don't... How can you drop De Bruyne at this time of the season? Cool, this front 6 have never played together in the Premier League. That's interesting. He's playing Sterling in the middle. Playing Sterling in the middle. That record with Cooper, they do a lot better with Liam Cooper. I'm glad he's injured then. That might be a good thing for us. Game's about to kick off. I'll make sure to hit the start time this time. And Gundogan gets us underway. Huge game. A poor first ball by Edison. You can usually tell how we're going to play in the first few minutes. I mean, Edison's already not happy with himself. It was a poor hit. But I mean, you score 4 goals against Real Madrid. You can definitely score goals against Leeds. There you go. Early pressure, puts Elland under it, and he puts out for a throw. JC's working hard off the ball already and getting behind. And I think we're going to try and go for an early goal. It just makes sense. Earlier you score, you know, the more pressure you can take off yourself. Because you don't want to go into the second half level, like 15 minutes to go. Not what you want. Grealish is already kicked from behind there. And I don't think the atmosphere is going to affect the players too much either. We can handle it. We've been everywhere, you know. We came through Stamford Bridge. We came through Anfield without getting beat. We can come through here without getting beat. Yeah, Jesus is in the middle and Sterling's on the right. It looks that way anyway. That's how it started. I do think Sterling is much better on the right hand side. Cancelo's got to be careful in this game, so we're not getting up too far, too much. Because if we lose the ball in midfield, they'll just hit us with pace, man. And they get players forward. And Cancelo likes, look how far ahead Cancelo is already on the right hand side. Needs to be a little bit more conservative. Gundogan spreads out wide to Cancelo. He's gonna put the ball down line for Sterling. Still got hold of it. He's running at the defense. Won a corner. He's done well there. He's done well. There's 2 of them around him. But that's positive from Sterling. It's what we need. It's positive. And James on the bench. I was slagging him off yesterday to someone. So hopefully he doesn't go and score a hat-trick against us when he comes on. Here comes the corner. It's the back of Rodri. Ends up clearing it for Leeds. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my god, look at this. Oh my god, we got away with that one. That's a foul. We're breaking then as well. Rodrigo, man, it was Cancelo that slipped. Slips on the halfway line. And then next thing you know, Leeds are gone. Look at that. Look how he's got about 20 yards ahead there. Who's it that gets across? Is it Gundogan? Gundogan gets back in time. Okay, we got away with that one. So I'm gonna be a bit nervy this match. His poor ball out. Grealish stepped towards him just as he hit the ball. There's going to be a throw to Leeds on that right hand side. I know it's our ball. Looks like a player got touched it. Didn't see that. It's a huge chance for Leeds. Like Rodrigo should have just played it across immediately. Like he had a chance to cross that. I think it was Harrison unmarked. And that's a foul by Dallas. Free kick to City in the halfway line. Grealish fouled. Or takes it short to Diaz. I'm just not sure about these changes Pep's made. I know he's got Real Madrid in mind on Wednesday. I think the injuries to the back four we've had over the last month or so been costing us. Foden's brought down. It looks like Foden's got the usual De Bruyne role and Gundogan's sat where Bernardo does. What it looks like to me. Foden's got a bit more of a free role. And Gundogan's being asked to do the box-to-box stuff. Also got turned by Foden. That's a foul. That's got to be a yellow as well, ref. Come on. He's just held him back. He's not even trying to get the ball. He's just stopping Foden from breaking. That's all he's doing. Yeah, the free kick came to nothing. It's gone off for a goal kick. Our passing hasn't been that crisp in this match so far. You know, I wouldn't say it's nerves so much. We just haven't really got going. Yeah, and I think it looks like Gundogan and Foden are changing around quite a bit. I do think Gundogan's doing the box-to-box stuff and Foden got the free roll. Obviously that continues. And Foden's got the energy to get up and down the pitch. Da, 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 da. That song in my head. Watched a YouTube video earlier. I was singing about KFC. I'm on KFC. You're just stuck. We're putting on a lot of pressure here. Couple of corners. And of course, Leeds fans throwing things as well at the players. On the paper and stuff. Leeds. Leeds are another one of those teams, you know, no one gives a fuck about. Everyone wants to see suffer. And we're going to throw on the far side. Sports leaving for Ake. A hopeful long ball by Diaz, which no one had the right to get to, but Foden actually makes Eiling clear it. Or Ailing, whatever his bloody name is. Ake wins the header, and it's going to be a City throw, halfway line. That was more down to Foden's work rate than anything. Diaz did the right thing in just pumping the ball up and getting rid of it. Again, you don't want to lose on the halfway line to them, because if they break on you. Grealish did really well there, miscontrolled it, but he kept the ball in. I don't know when Sterling started trying to hold the ball up every time he got the ball to his feet. Because he's not exactly the biggest. He's not going to hold off two centre halves, but he tries it every time. Did well there to win the free kick, mind you. He'd lost the ball. Dallas didn't have to dive in. We get the free kick. 12th minute. Free kick left side of their box. Gundogan's probably going to whip it in. All the big boys up there. Ake, Diaz, Rodri and Laporte. Grealish is there as well on the edge of the box. Going near post. It's in. Rodri. What a goal. What a goal. How important is Rodri as well? We said how important what a cross that is. It's a great glancing header. Far post. Look where it comes on from though. What a goal. Keeper's got no chance of saving that. Alright, 12 minutes in, goal early on. Now we just need to take the sting out of them. I mean, we've just taken the sting out of the crowd. Now we just got to do it from the players. No mistakes, keep hold of the ball. And if we can get another one in the next 5-6 minutes. Oh, Grealish. Grealish's poor touch. Gonna get booked. I think that's a harsh booking in fairness. I really think that's harsh. I really think that's harsh. No, maybe not. It was his own poor touch that left him open to that. Yeah, he does dive in. It was a foul, but I don't know about the yellow. Yellow seems a bit harsh. Salzburg 49ers for life. Is that actually 49ers as in San Francisco? Oh, their Salzburg team. I've been to Salzburg. Salzburg's nice. It's actually my favourite place I've ever been. Ake did really well on the back post there to clear it. And Sterling did just about enough to prevent the ball coming back in. Flash your heads there, plays it down. Laporte did unbelievable there to get his head on that. Look at that defending. Aki did well first from the free kick, and then Laporte here. Laporte's header to clear this. What a header clear that is. Referee's been a bit card happy so far. That's the Rodri goal again. Kept his eye on it the whole way. Great goal. Great delivery from Foden. You say never, I think. I think you say never free kick, Marsh. Playing about something. I think you say never there. Players are still down. This stoppage in play should take quite a bit to sting out the match. We can't afford any injuries at the back. We don't have anyone. But Laporte's not looking good. Yeah, so I mean, likelihood if Laporte goes off here, which it looks like he's going to, because he's still not with it, still down. There's Aki goes left back and Zinchenko, as Aki goes centre back, Zinchenko comes on the left. Concern, just another injury at the back. Got so many of them. At least there's only, if it is just a hit to the face or anything, and Laporte does have to go off, you'd expect him to back by the Real Madrid game in a few days. Don't keep him out for too long, which is the good news. But yeah, if he's got a concussion, he might not be able to play against Real Madrid. Hopefully it's not a concussion and it's just a blow to the head. You can see where he took the hit to the side of his face. It's all red. Yeah, he definitely took a blow to the side of his face. But Laporte looks like he's going to come back. It looks like they're both coming on, which is fortunate. Who's he giving the ball to here? Is he giving it to Leeds? I think Leeds had it on the halfway line. I think Rodri just about cleared it. Now Laporte's taking an elbow to the face. He's in the walls. Ake heads it out. Laporte's complaining there, but he's just got to get on with it. Unfortunately, he's in He's had a bit of bad time. Just recover. His 150th game for us, Laporte. He's been massive for us as well. What signing he's been. Then we signed him in January, didn't we? This year we won 100 points. Here he is on the ball now. Let's see how he does. Does well, sells one player, gives out wide to Grealish. He's got to get back now. Because I think Jack and Sterling have this thing, and Mahrez as well. You know, when they get the ball, they tend to go backward with it. You know, the first thought isn't to turn. I mean, I'm not saying he could turn in that situation, but they get the ball to the feet and they instantly want to go backward towards the halfway line with it. And the time Grealish does turn there, he gets a free kick. I think he was a little bit lucky. It didn't look like a foul. It just looked like he just spun and fell over. We're going to throw the ball away. But we've definitely taken this thing out of the crowd. I'll look at all this stuff all over the pitch. He's folded on the right side, goes past one, doesn't get past the second, but he wins a throw-in. It's good drive from him. That's Bernardo and De Bruyne on the bench. Can't believe you're leaving them on the bench. I know you got Real Madrid in the week, but bloody hell. These did really well there. Fortunately, it's a poor pass. Otherwise, I think Rafinha was past. You know, he could have cut in. Oh, he's offside anyway. But if he managed to get that ball, I think he could have got in past Ake on that right-hand side. Yeah, he's offside. It's poor from him, to be honest. You could see Cancelo looking along the line and holding his run back. Good defending. Referees asking players to clear some stuff off the pitch as fans throw more things onto the pitch. Yeah, it's poor from the Leeds club there, giving the fans that, of course, they're going to throw things on the bloody pitch. Goes to show as well how stupid football fans are. Referee's not giving a foul for that. That's interesting. I don't know why Cancelo would go down there. He had a good run on him. Edison comes and clears it. And it's Jesus' work right now that's... Oh, that's well taken by Cox, was it? That was really well played from him. Because if he'd miscontrolled that, I think Jesus was in on goal. Most of the game's being played out in the midfield. And the team's really giving too much. I mean, we got the lead now. We've got the first goal. I think we've taken our foot off it a little bit. You know, you could see in the first 10 minutes how eager we were to score. But once we got that goal, it's going to be a corner. They said it was an Ake handball, maybe handballed it, but Leeds played on and they had a chance to break. It's just unfortunate for Leeds, it came back. It is handball, but Not very much you could do. Hopefully we score from this corner. You know, the sting out of this match is well and truly gone. Got to get to half time about them scoring and headed away the near post. Gundogan heads it back. Gonna be... Rafinha did really well there against Gundogan holding it up. That's going to be a City throw, I think. It is. We got them penned in on that left-hand side, but Aki goes all the way back to Laporte, midway inside the City half. Sterling goes on the outside. That's the advantage of Sterling playing on the right. He'll do that. On the left, he doesn't do that as much, but on the right, he's on his stronger foot already. He does that. He goes around the outside quite a bit, uses his pace. You see more of him on the right than on the left, where he's always trying to cut inside. Here's Aki with a bit of space, miscontrol. Little step over there, and then gives it inside to Gundogan, who gives it to Grealish. You can Grealish should have crossed it first time, he's taking an extra 2 touches. Should just whip that across the box first time. Sometimes it's where De Bruyne's quality comes from at the, you know, how quickly he gets the ball forward in the box. He puts it in. No messing about. Don't let the defense reset. A Leeds press. Wins it off Rodri and it's a poor pass forward again. Yeah. Well, City just taking too many touches. You know, we can't do that. We know we can't do that. We get punished. I give a long ball forward to Grealish. Doesn't keep it in. Bad idea. Nice little late niggle on Gundogan from Rafinha there, but Gundogan doesn't mess about, just gets on with it. Cancelo now. Is it back to Sterling? He tries to drive forward. He had 3 Leeds players around him and he gets fouled. Okay, quick. Referee didn't like it. Should just let him play. That's the kind of energy I like to see from Sterling. No messing about. Get the ball, turn, run with it. And at the pace he wanted to play that free kick as well. Referee should just let it happen. Well, there is another chance here for us to whip a ball into the box. Another one. No, it's folding again. I mean, yeah, I mean, it looked like a turning ground move because he played the ball along the floor. He didn't put it in the air. He tried to whip it near post and just no one made that run. Looked like it's meant to be Rodri who held his hand up and like apologetically then. Galen switches it out left. That's a great ball. Here's Leeds on the break now. Offside. Good line held by City again. He shouldn't be offside there. The ball switched from left to right. He's offside. Yeah, looking at defensive line, they're all in line. Yeah, it's going to be a physical game, this. We've done physical before. We did it against Atletico Madrid. If you can do a physical game against Atletico Madrid and come through it, you can do it against anyone. The poor cover as well, just kicks out play, no messing about. Again, the right decision. And Cello reads that really well, comes down, heads it. Sterling is tripped, but somehow keeps hold of the ball. Did really well there. If that was Walker on that right hand side with his pace, that sounded like he would have been Gondon, and Gondon couldn't put the ball down the line to him. Because that's another thing we missed about Walker, is the amount of crosses he puts into that box. How's that not a free kick? Grealish was fouled twice there. The referee's not giving it. That's amazing. Yeah, Grealish tried to stay on his feet. And yeah, the referee just penalised him for that, for staying on his feet. It's Grealish get on the left. I can see a red card in this game. Oh, Laporte slows it down, gets his pass all wrong. Diaz tries to be a bit cute with it. Doesn't pay off. From Leeds now, who wouldn't. That's what happens when you try and be cute in your back four. But we've not created anything for a while. Like I said, most of the game's being played in the middle of the park from both teams. You know, see, we've only had 2 shots. They've had 1. Yeah, we're having all the possession as you'd expect. Oh my god, team. It's another poor ball out wide. Oh, he's kept it in somehow. How's he kept that in? He's running at Aki, who cannot let him in the box. He does enough. And then Grealish doesn't clear it, so Leeds still have it. That Foden, oh bloody hell, that's a great interception. I think that was Foden. That was well played. Well, Leeds have it again on the halfway line. Now we're under pressure quite a bit here. Well, Leeds are doing some dangerous work here. Ball's going to put out for a throw next to the corner flag, and the crowd back up for it again. See, we've let them come into it, and we've let the crowd come back into it. I want to keep this as flat as possible, this match. Well defended by Cancelo in the end, but it's not cleared and it's over. Got on the edge of the box. Well, Cancelo did really well to head that to begin with. Pretty sure Diaz ducked there under the shot. Probably knew he was going over because it went past his head. Lord DL. Every time we slow it down on the back four, they give the ball away. We're playing ourselves into trouble. And these are definitely the times you get punished. Aki steps out, wins the interception. That's a free kick. Referee, how have you not given that a free kick? That is appalling. That was definitely a free kick. They're well up for it now, Leeds. They've come into it. Every bit of pressure they give on our back four, we seem to be caving to it. But you want to get to half time now without conceding. That's the important thing. But yeah, you want to just get to half time now without conceding a goal. Oh, the ball then just goes through Gundogan. He just can't take it. Here they come now on the right hand side. It's Rafinha. Again, that final ball was poor from them. We've had some massive let-offs. Nice play by Grealish, and Ake kicks it long. It was a poor ball. Jesus had no chance. I don't even know what he was trying to do with it. Ake had all that time then. Keep hold of it. He could have just passed it into midfield. But here comes Leeds again on the left-hand side. Hit ball over the top. And where's the defence? Because Cancelo's pushed up. Here comes another cross in. Gundogan does enough. Like Gundogan. And then Grealish just hacks it clear when he had time then. You could see Diaz calling for him to just take his time. He's folding, holding onto the ball. Gives it to Rodri. His ball out wide to Cancelo, who says he keeps it in, but I don't know about that. He switches it to Jesus. He actually gets a shot where he does well. He cuts inside two players on the left-hand side of the box. Where it trickles back to Messier, whatever his name is. It looked like it went out. Allison crowded out by Rodri and Cancelo in the end. End-to-end stuff, you don't really like it when it's like this. This is why I said we needed an early second goal as well. Because you don't want Leeds to feel like they're still in the match. And if we'd scored, just think how many goals we scored from set pieces, how many we would have scored if we'd had a striker. But it's 7 minutes to go in this first half. They just need to sit back. They need to chill. You know, our defence, it's every time we slow the ball down, it seems to be costing us. Cost us possession. We've got a throw in there. Jesus' work rate. Sterling wasn't even interested in helping him there. We've got a throw in midway inside the Leeds half. Again, it's just a chance for us to keep hold of the ball. Everyone lost one Premier League away game this season. That was Tottenham first game of the season. Ball by Cancelo. Ake beat into it. Leeds are breaking again. Another corner. We've been on the roast now for about 10-15 minutes. If Leeds are going to score, you reckon it's going to be here? This is all them. But if you want to win the Premier League, if you want to be champions or something, this is the time you have to hang in. I think it was Roger then heading the ball off the line. What is that headed clearance though? And then it's Grealish that clears it. There's a throw into Leeds on their right hand side, our left. Foden does well to win it off for him. Ball forward to Jesus, not going to keep it in. Our passing has been shocking this match. You can see like the players have the right ideas, the players want to do the right things. But the quality's not been there. Oh my god, how easy was that? Low chip forward, then a flick on from the header. This is a physical game. Aki did really well in the end. I think it was Laporte who got the touch in as well, who actually stopped the attack. A second goal would be demoralising for them, the amount of work they put in and the effort they've put in. It's Grealish on the left. Are you serious, ref? How's that not a foul? Don't know what this referee's doing, if I'm honest. Sterling goes past 3 players. There you go. Gundogan's touch was poor. Oh my god, pinball in the box. Thought he should have hit it first time. It's a shame he didn't. Dingleberry, how's it going? Flying to Florida. Never been Florida. No, we haven't. It's actually been an even match. I'd say 1-0 is just about right. Definitely foul on Gundogan. I'd say it's definitely... I think 1-0 is a fair scoreline at the moment, but could have been more goals than this. Could have been an extra 2-3 goals. Leeds have had chances. City probably should have scored then. The referee is not really giving many free kicks either. There's a couple of occasions where I think this should have been a free kick. It looked like Cancelo's poor touch. Cancelo's and Jesus in the end close it down. Goal kick to Leeds. Cancelo's final bit of quality always lets him down. It's unreal how Grealish hasn't had more free kicks in this game. Grealish is having a right go at the referee there because he should have had a free kick. Like, he definitely should have had a free kick. But he's been boxed as well, so he's got to be careful. He can't have a go at the ref. Foden couldn't force his way into the box. Roger goes down. Referee doesn't give the free kick, which is kind of the theme of the half. But Foden did really well to cover him. Prevent the Leeds attack. That was kind of a half-ass press that from Gundogan. Yeah, and I think that could have just been honestly crazy how many free kicks referee's not been given here. 4 minutes of injury time. Oh yeah, it's a massive clash of heads and right at the beginning of the half, just after the goal with Laporte and I can't remember the Leeds player. I want to say it was Rodrigo, but it wasn't. They were down on the pitch for like 5 minutes. Well, here's Sterling on the right hand side now. Chip into the box. Keeper comes down, claims it. Gelhard. I don't actually know who that is, for I'm honest, but I will keep an eye on him. Yeah, do you know, I watched the Burnley game before I went live for this. I was watching the Burnley-Watford game, and Burnley, tell you what, in the last 10 minutes of that game, they really turned it on. They hammered Watford. It was a great game in the end. And of course, it means that one more point. If you get a point and Burnley get a point, Watford are down. I mean, Watford are going down anyway, aren't they? I wouldn't be too nervous, though, if I was a Leeds fan. I know you're only 5 points ahead of Everton and you have a game in hand. But honestly, you can just not see where Everton are getting wins from. Personally, though, I mean, who would you say has the better 11, Leeds or Everton? I'd say Everton have got the better 11 than Leeds. I think it's appalling where Everton are in the league. I mean, I've not seen every Everton game. I couldn't tell you why they are where they are. I mean, obviously because they're crap, but I guess they rely on Richarlison so much, don't they? Because, I mean, he's all heart and effort, him. Richarlison, he's a really sore loser, which is what you want when you're in a relegation fight. You want someone like that who's just going to kick everyone and wind everyone up. If that ain't a free kick, I don't know what is. Oh my god. And this is your fault, this ref, by not giving free kicks. The refereeing in this game has been horrible. And it's a blatant foul too. It has been coming that. That must be a big blow to Leeds, wouldn't it? Let's look at this. Knee on knee, I think. Yeah, it's his knee. Oh. His knee. Oh. It is, you're right. Everton have done poor business. The thing about Liverpool as well, I know people go on about they've done it right and stuff, but I think I'll have to double check it. Look at that. Stuart Dallas 5 fouls. He should be off the pitch. The amount of fouls he's created. And they're only the ones they've been given. But if you look at Liverpool, I think they spent the most money of any team in Premier League history in the January transfer window when they won the league. A couple of years ago. So money does talk, but I get what you're saying. Everton, the amount of money they spent, how much was it? They spent like, did they say they spent like 200 odd million in the summer or something like that? 100 and something. They spent more than us anyway. We only bought Grealish, of course, but it was 100 million we spent. But each own player we signed, and I know they signed a few. And you look at the players they brought in as well. They brought in Van der Beek and they brought in Dele Alli. Van der Beek, who wasn't playing a single game. Dele Alli, he wasn't playing games for 3 years. You've got to wonder. I mean, I get it. You've given them a chance. Dele Alli, you say, he used to be a good player. Surely he can do it again. You look at Van der Beek as well. I know United fans claim he's the second coming of something. Oh, it's Dan James. The reason I don't want Dan James coming on is because just yesterday, to the plumber, I was calling Dan James crap. And then I said, I bet he gets a hat-trick against us tomorrow. I swear to God, if he's the one that scores after I did that. It should be a booking as well, ref. But you're not going to book him because he's hurt. But it should have been a booking. Yeah. You're right. Liverpool, you have to say that every single player that Liverpool buy seems to work out. Every single player they buy, you're right. But then I'm trying to work... I mean, who was the last player that didn't work out for City, really? I mean, look at our last signings. Well, the last signings I can remember, Grealish. I'm not gonna rate Grealish on this season. I'm gonna wait for next season and see how he does. You know, it's a betting in period on a new club. You know, he's not a star man. See how he goes. And I think he's done well when he's played for us. He's not been the match winner, but he's done well. I mean, who did we sign last season? Who did we sign last season? Did we sign anyone last season? Seriously, who did we sign last season? Diaz. That's who we signed last season, Diaz. Diaz has worked out. I mean, I never thought we'd replace Kompany, but I think we have. Of course, we're going to have to see in the next 2-3 years how he's still doing. But the way he's going, he's a great replacement, and I didn't think we'd be able to replace him. Then again, I didn't think we'd be able to replace Silva, and we have with Foden. I didn't think we'd be able to replace Aguero. We haven't yet. Well, I mean, if we get Haaland and Son, we might have had a replacement for him. Bernardinho was a tough replacement as well, but we did it with Rodri. I will say this for Sterling. His drive and his effort in this game has been fantastic. I mean, look at Foden there. He's gone past, what, 4 players? Fortunately, he couldn't get the past 3, but he did really well. Here's Dan James, who's all running and all pace and no talent. That's my opinion, by the way. That's how I describe Dan James. That's a really poor first half from the referee, that. There should be at least another 3-4 bookings in that. Leeds have done well. I think Leeds probably deserve a goal, but I'd say 1-0 lead, maybe just about right. It's close. A good half football, that. Yeah, if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be excited for the second half, I tell you that. Da 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 da. Oh, Bernardo Silva, you're right. Bernardo Silva's quality, and of course, every City fan knows him. It was shocking to us. I can't think of any City fan I know that when they were trying to sign Kane and swapping him for Bernardo, that thought that was a good idea. I'd rather keep Bernardo than swap him for Kane. Of course, you want both players, but Bernardo, the way he played for us before Christmas in particular, oh my word. He would have been player of the season, but now he's dropped. Well, he's not dropped off in the second half of the season, but everyone else has come good. De Bruyne obviously was injured before Christmas. You know, he had COVID. I think he got COVID twice, plus he had that injury, so he had no pre-season, and then he had the injury just after. So De Bruyne never got going till Christmas. So Bernardo was, everything good in midfield was going through Bernardo. And I remember that goal against Villa when we broke. I think of all people, I'm pretty sure it was Mahrez who won it on the edge of our own box. Plays it forward to Fernandinho. Plays it down the line first time for Jesus, who puts it in first time to Bernardo Silva, who just hammers it through top corner with that volley. What a goal that was. Well, Bernardo would have been player of the season for me before Christmas, after Christmas. I don't know. I'm player of the season for City. Who would I give it to? I'm trying to think of the most consistent, and the most consistent I can think of is Foden. Bernardo Silva's incredible. And that's why I don't think we're the same team. When Bernardo doesn't play, when Foden doesn't play. When Silva doesn't play, when Foden doesn't play, we don't look the same team. You can swap out De Bruyne for Gundogan. Of course, Gundogan is a great player, but he doesn't carry the team as much as De Bruyne does. De Bruyne is at the heart of everything we do. Gundogan isn't. Gundogan's just like an extra piece. But you look at the game against Atletico Madrid when we actually scored the goal in the first leg. It was when we made the 3 changes. Foden came on, and the first thing he did, grab the ball, turn, pass it through, goal. De Bruyne. It was Foden. That's what goes through that game. You look at the second leg, the amount of running that Foden did, the foul on him at the end. Everything good goes through Foden. It is a sloppy game. I mean, I said in after the first 15 minutes when we scored the opening goal, our defense, everything our defense was doing was too slow. We were giving the ball away. We'd slow it down. Laporte would slow it down, or Diaz would slow it down. And as soon as they slowed it down, the press came in, and it was a sloppy pass. And then next thing you know, Leeds were breaking. Leeds had good chances. If it wasn't for Leeds' poor executions at the end, they would have had a couple of goals. When was it Rafinha? He broke when Cancelo slipped, and he ended up one-on-one with Edison, and he had like 20 yards of space between him, and it was Gundogan who got back. He's allowed Gundogan to get back on him. Gundogan should not be making up 40 yards to block the shot. And they're kind of the little changes. And you look at the one chance we've had, we've taken it, and it was only a half chance, really. Yeah, it's all about winning. I don't care how we win. It's all about winning. Nothing more important than just winning. It doesn't matter. We got possibly 7 games left of the season. If we go through the Champions League, every game has to be a win. Doesn't matter how you win. Our defense has been a little bit poor. Over in the second half, we take control of it again, get an early goal. But we tried Grealish in the number 9 role, but I think anyone we play in the number 9 role doesn't have the same effect. Everyone we've tried at number 9 this season has been poor in that position. Foden doesn't do it. Bernardo doesn't do it. We've played in there a couple of times. Grealish doesn't do it. Sterling doesn't do it. Pretty sure we played De Bruyne there a couple of games as well. Because once you put any one of them players in the number 9 role, the rest of their quality doesn't come through. Foden's quality is in his energy and his work rate off the ball as well. You know, he's driving the ball down the wings, he's going through the middle. He has a bit of a free roll like he does today. But you put him in that role, he doesn't do the same. Bernardo's quality is box to box, his work rate. Again, he can't do that in the number 9 role. Grealish. I don't know about Grealish, because Grealish is probably the best one holding the ball up and drawing the foul, which is what you want from a number 9 if you're going to put anyone there. But he doesn't. Again, he doesn't seem to do it at number 9. And Sterling can't score a goal to save his life at the moment. He just doesn't have it in him. He's got all the work rate, I'll give him that. Sterling's working hard in this game. Whenever he picks the ball up, he looks dangerous, but he just doesn't seem to get the look, or he takes an extra touch. Not a form at the moment. There's the goal. I mean, Rodri's glancing head is a good goal. Robbie Keane in the ball. Look at that, Robbie Keane. Robbie Keane used to be our scourge. I've just started playing Championship Manager 2001. I'm actually playing as Leeds. So I've got Robbie Keane back in midfield, and I've got Viduka and Alan Smith up front. Dangerous. Yeah, here's that chance. How has he let Gundogan catch up 4 yards there? That should not be happening. He should be getting a shot away. He actually tries to cross it in the end, doesn't he? Cancelo slips. Yeah, he should have passed it before he even got into the box, and he takes an extra touch. That's it. That's when Gundogan gets back. That was on the 3rd minute. That was how early that was, the 3rd minute. I mean, fair play to all the other City players. You look at that then, it zoomed in on him, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 City players. 6 City players between him and another Leeds player. There's your work rate. That's what it means to the players. Yeah, I don't know how he's not passed that. He should have passed it. He should have done better with that. He should have even, like, possibly even scored, like, or had a shot on goal. He did nothing with it. And that's what Leeds were like that whole half, really. Wasteful. We got away with it. And because we got away with it, and we, you know, it's in our favour at the moment, we go in the second half. Do it. Let it bounce. Do. At McDonald's. Yeah, love that. Oh, I want a McDonald's. Why have I seen that? You know, and like Lucas said there, it doesn't matter how you win, you just win. Just get the points. Of course, a draw doesn't do anything for us. Because we'll still be a point behind Liverpool, we have to win. And Newcastle gave Liverpool a decent game early. But Liverpool could have easily dropped points in that match. But if you want to be champions, you fight through it and you get the win. So big second half. And we got Newcastle away next week. That's not going to be an easy game. Because they're enjoying their football at the moment, Newcastle. Did anyone ever watch Animals of Farthing Wood when they were younger? So that adverts made me want to watch again. Don't know why I'm watching an advert about gift gaff, like, zoned in. Alright. Second half, what do we need? It's just more of the same. We need to be a little bit more concentrated at the back. Cancelo's not got forward that much this game, but you can't really because Leeds have been breaking quick and often. So he's not really been in it going forward. Ake, he's doing enough, Ake, you know. You're never really going to see a lot from him going forward, but at the back, plenty of interceptions. I think Rodri needs a bit of help as well in that midfield. Because they're getting around him and through him quite quick. Here's the goal again. Celtic Rangers again. How many times have Celtic and Rangers played each other in the last few weeks? It's the third. Everton Chelsea tomorrow. Massive game. Massive game for Leeds as well. Chelsea, you just don't know what Chelsea are going to turn up. I think Chelsea players going through the motions quite a bit. Like sometimes that can be dangerous when a team's not playing with any pressure and they're just going through it. West Ham Arsenal, that'd be a good game. That's a huge game for the top four, isn't it? Is it Arsenal and United after that as well next week? Have a look at that. United's form. No, United have Brentford next, then Brighton away. Oh, they've already played Arsenal, haven't they? Oh, have United got? They got Brentford at home, Brighton away, Palace away. That's going to be tough. Then they got Liverpool friendly, because that's the end of the season. I'd only got 3 games left of the season. Wow. United have only got 3 games left of the season. Bloody hell. Yours. Second half plays around. Yeah, well, that top 4 race is going good as well. Oh, think about that as well. Ranić accepting Austria manager. What is going on there? I know he's going to stay on United as a consultancy role, but what? I mean, he wants out of Old Trafford that bad that he's just going to leave and take up the Austria manager role. So bizarre. He don't give a fuck about United, does he? Ranić, he wants out. He's been there a few months and he wants gone already. Yeah, come on, players. 45 minutes, huge 45 minutes. 50 minutes, huge 50 minutes. Get through this game. Then you don't have to worry about the Premier League for another week. And we're off again. I do not have the goal replay. It was just a nice little glancing header. Roger actually did really well to get on target. Leeds showing the... on it. Already Leeds are showing they won it in the second half. They come out better than they did in the first. The ideal situation here is an early second goal. Just killed the atmosphere and the momentum of fans and the Leeds team. No mistakes at the back. We had too many mistakes at the back in the first half. That Leeds press immediately. You're right, they did clean up on the pitch. But I mean, if you saw the start of the game when they... Why are you handing out all that stuff to the crowd anyway? Of course it's going to throw it onto the pitch. What did he expect? It's like handing everyone flares. What do you think is going to happen? Look, here they come again, throwing everything on the pitch. It's poor, really. Come on. You've got to know what's going to happen. I get it, you want to give fans something to show and celebrate with and things, but at least it's only paper they gave them. I don't think there's any plastic in it or anything. Plain, is that what it was? Because it was, what did it said Yorkshire, didn't it? Was it like, it was yellow and white paper, I think. It made it look like flowers. I'm pretty sure, I'm trying to think way too far apart, but I'm pretty sure that's what they tried to make it look like a flower bed sort of. Technical foul, I'll take it. Thing is, anything can affect the game on the pitch. I mean, you look at the beach ball incident years ago. Was it Sunderland and Liverpool? I know we're going back a long time, but anything on the pitch can affect the bounce of the ball. Why does everyone stop running there? There's 4 City players there on the edge of the box not getting in, and that's what I hate about this team sometimes. We've put in more crosses than any other team in the Premier League this season, and we never seem to be oriented because no one commits the run. We really did everything right there. Now, where do you think Aguero would be in that situation? He'd be on the edge of the 6-yard box. I mean, if he still had the pace. Going on and Reese. Remember him, man. Reese, he was good in, wasn't he, that left back? I liked him. He had a good free kick as well. Sterling did him, I tell you that. Come on, Phil. Wow. And Settle did really well to win the ball back. Rodri does just about enough to get it back to Diaz. Good on Rizzi, he was good him, I liked him. Liverpool had a decent team back then. If you look at the Liverpool team, well, that's when Carragher was in his prime. Gerrard was in his prime. Was Owen still there? Was Owen gone at that point? I think Fowler might still been there, or he'd just gone to Leeds, or was just about to go to Leeds. We said, no, I don't think it was. I think it was, I'm sure it was a Sunderland goal. I think it was Sunderland. I think it was it Bent? It might have been Bent, Darren Bent. Was it Darren Bent? Because I remember it going past Rayner. Rayner was the goalkeeper, wasn't he? Was it Rayner? Like Liverpool's version of Bartes. That was never a foul. Yeah, that was never a foul. He was just stronger than you. And the Port strong there against Harrison. He's a good player, Harrison. Oh, yeah. Good team that one, that Liverpool team. I remember watching that AC Milan game as well, that Champions League final. I remember watching it. I couldn't believe it. Well, they did the same thing against West Ham, didn't they? I think that was a few years after, not long after anyway. That Gerrard, isn't he? He was a good leader. Drove that team forward. It was against Liverpool. Was it Bent that hit the shot? I think it was Bent. I'm trying to remember it. I remember a long time ago. I think it was Bent. Darren Bent. I think it was Sunderland. And the game finished 1-0. Oh man, handball. Referee, that was handball. It was handball. Yaz does well. One of the greatest comebacks ever. I think it was a good comeback. Do you know what? I think the best comeback I've seen. I'm not saying it's the best comeback ever, but the best comeback I've seen from City was the 4-3 against Tottenham. When we 3-0 down at half time and Bayern got sent off the half-time whistle. We're down to 10 men, 3-0 down in the FA Cup. And we won 4-3. And it was John Mackin who got the fourth. Wright Phillips got the third. Oh, Jesus Christ, this defending. Hey, what? Sterling's having a good game. Sterling's having a really good game. Go on, lad. Poor touch from him. Sterling's having a really good game. He's just got poor end product. I don't know if that's confidence or what. Grealish! Sterling is looking dangerous. Sterling's looking good. This is the best I've seen Sterling play for months. It's just that last touch he did here. So he goes, oh, he did so well to get through. Great ball in by Jesus. That touch there where he chips it. If he hadn't done that, it goes past another two, goes past the third. Ball left shot. But we keep hold of the ball. And Grealish didn't get his foot around it. I think he tried to curl it into the back post, but didn't get enough on it. This second half, though, I mean, it's end to end, isn't it? There's no. Kind of like the Real Madrid game. Maybe it just could be any score, this. Cancelo again. See if he's got that final ball. Oh! Is that Elland in the back? That was in, that was 2-0. Look at Cancelo here. Poof, gone. And he actually gets a good cross in, and it's Jesus. Oh. Wow. That was so unlucky. It's Foden with the corner. Diaz. Oh. It's Aki. Again against Leeds. He loves playing Leeds. Diaz at the back post heading it down. That's massive, that goal. I'd say Aki's played well for us when he's come in. I was critical of him. Not too critical, because I do like Aki. I thought he did really well at Bournemouth. I mean, Bournemouth were a bad team. But he did really well at Bournemouth. And when he's come on, I thought he was our best player against Liverpool in the FA Cup. I know we got battered in that first half, but Aki was brilliant with stones. And Aki scored against Leeds at the Etihad as well. It's just the strength. It's strength. Look at him hold that. Look at him hold him off here. I thought maybe the keeper could do better, but it was point blank. Look at that leap by Diaz. It's actually a good finish by Aki. He hits it on half volley first time. Clean hit as well. Puts his foot through it. Woo! He scored 2 goals this season, both against Leeds. He loves Leeds. He loves it. Now don't concede. Just chill. Relax. Nothing stupid. Oh, Jesus. Jesus has done really well there. Or hit by Cancelo. But he wins it back. Now Foden in the box. Yeah, Foden's got that free roll that De Bruyne often has. It's popping up everywhere. Got the legs for it as well. But our goals have come from set pieces. Referee, that was a late free kick he gave there. This referee has been poor. Ah, no, don't worry about it, honestly. Don't worry about it. I think there's a little delay with YouTube anyway. There's a little delay. Yeah. We've scored a lot of set pieces this season, and again without a striker, and look at the height we've got in that box. I know we've got a tall back three, and we've got Rodri as well. But we've not got a lot of height, but our set pieces have been ridiculous this season. We've scored quite a lot, but we've also put in the most crosses of any team in the Premier League, I think. I'm pretty sure that's right. I'm pretty sure I saw that stat the other day. And I'm pretty sure Cancelo's had the most shots. Just think if we had a striker there, if we had Haaland, put Haaland in that team for them set pieces. We could have a double that. Because I said it like earlier in the season when we weren't doing that good, you know, when we were chasing Chelsea and Liverpool, and we were like 4th and 5th in the league, whatever it was. And I was saying, we played like we signed Kane. Pep has us playing like we signed Kane because your amount of crosses we're putting in the box for no one or for Sterling. And you're thinking to yourself, we're not winning them headers. But it's paying off late season, isn't it? It's paying off. It is paying off. But I did say, you know, you think we'd sign Haaland or Kane. What's he holding up there? That Leeds fan in the background. What's he holding? He's drawn something, but the cameras aren't picking it up. Well done, Leeds. Well done, Leeds, for giving your fans all this stuff. A decent cross in the end. Back post again. Diaz wins it again, but can't get enough on it to get it through to Rodri. It was this time waiting for it. And it's going to go all the way back to Edison. We kept hold of the ball and that's what we needed. Leeds fans. What? I'm sorry to tell you, but I think Leeds is one of those other clubs that fans just love to hate. You know. I have no reason really to hate Leeds. I'm a City fan, you know. I also grew up. I don't know if I'm the only City fan or if it was just what happened just before I was born. But I was also raised to hate Tottenham with a passion. An absolute burning passion. So I hate Tottenham. Because my dad despised them. And I think it's because they beat us in the FA Cup final. Like in the early 80s. Was it the early 80s? Early 80s, wasn't it? So I think my dad was still reeling from that. Because I think that was the last cup final he'd ever seen us in. Like obviously until like the 2000s. So I grew up just despising Tottenham for everything they're worth. At least it's only paper they're throwing on the pitch. They're not throwing knives or anything. Oh, Zinchenko, this is an interesting change. Who's the change in here? Why is Aki coming off? Oh, he's hurt, that's why. Damn, Aki's having a good game. Aki's having a really good game. It's a good goal by Aki, yeah. The City players really want it as well. Look at that. Of course, they wanted the top of the league, aren't they? They're going for another Premier League title. They really want to win it. Aki's doing the right thing. Just slow it down. Take your time. I thought Zinchenko did really well against Real Madrid, actually. Real Madrid are not an easy team to play against, particularly when you lack pace like Zinchenko does. But he did a good job against them. I can't fault him for Benzema's first goal. I mean, it's just one of those things. Benzema's got half a chance taking it off the post. Zinchenko did everything he could. He went through his legs. Other than that, I can't think of a time when Zinchenko did anything wrong. And when you look at that Real Madrid game as well, and I look back at it, I didn't mention it in the post-match thing, but look how quiet we kept half that Real Madrid team. Like, you wouldn't even think Modric was playing. I know Modric was the reason they scored that first goal because he slid in on... Who did he slide in on? It was Mahrez. Mahrez bottled the challenge. Modric didn't. And that's where the goal came from. But Modric wasn't really anything in that game, was he? And that's how well we played. I think De Bruyne just ran the show. I was hoping the second goal would kill you, if I'm honest with you. I thought, get an early second half goal and it drops the atmosphere, the crowd and the players, and you can tell the Leeds players are walking now rather than running. Well, not walking, but they're not sprinting. Before that goal, they were pressing us non-stop. Gelhardt. Yeah, here he is. I have no idea who he is. Oh, he's a striker. One thing you don't want, I don't think it's going to matter though. I really don't see how it's going to matter. I think you've got a bit. Is more goals against you because your goal difference is not great. And if it comes down to goal difference at the end of the season, I think you're going to kick yourselves. And I think you're going to have to blame Bielsa for part of that, for the way he played. Like, exciting football, you know. That dip by Gundogan, look at the way he hits that ball. Gets that dip on it beautifully. I think it's only just wide. Grealish does really well. Comes in off the... He's got so much space to hit it. In the end, it's a poor shot. He should be doing better than that. He had that much space. I didn't realise he had like 10 yards pace around space. I thought Junior's had a good game. I think Junior's played well. I think Junior's been unlucky a couple of occasions. He had that shot in the first half that I think he should have done better with. No mistakes now. We just see out the next 25, 30 minutes. Chilling. Yeah, Tottenham did have some good players. But now I was brought up to despise Tottenham with everything I had. I think Tottenham's team now, like I think Son is incredible. Son is the only player I wouldn't sign Kane. I'm not saying he's not a good player. I think he's a great player. You know, we haven't got a striker who's better than our striker that we haven't got. And I think it would have been a great signing for us. And I think we probably would have won the league already if we had Kane. I think we'd probably already tied it up. But Son is incredible. What a player he is. I love Son. I love everything about him. He's got right foot or left foot. He's got pace. And he's in his prime right now as well. That's who we should be signing. Hey, well, that was good defending in the end. What a ball in from Sterling. Sterling's having a good game. I'm going to give him that. I have been critical about him over the last few months, but he's having a fantastic game here. That's a great ball in as well to Foden. Oh, the defending. He wants it on the floor. He's yelling at Sterling there. He's like, put it on the floor. The floor. He already whipped across the... Like, if that was Walker, the one thing Walker does, he just smashes it across the... Ball doesn't even bobble. It just... glides across the grass. Ready for a tap in. And if the defender touches it, it's going in. Oh, that's a poor header by Cancelo. Or Ederson's out 30 yards. Cancelo again. Honestly, Cancelo he's prone to a mistake. He's got it in him. His decision making as well at times is awful. And Checo gives it down the line to... That's a... Bro, and that's all Grealish has to do. We just slow the game down and we don't have to push it. We don't have to rush. Man singing Bernardo Silva's song. Jesus did really well up until his pass. I could see what he's trying to do. He just got too much on it because I think he was actually trying to give it to Foden and not Sterling. And just... Oh, it's another throw into sitting again. Slow it down. 25 minutes go. Yeah, I think goal difference is going to be huge, you know, at the end of the season. It could come into it, and we've won it on goal difference before. And the 6-1 at Old Trafford is what won us the league, because that was the 9-goal swing, wasn't it? Or 10-goal swing. It was either 9 or 10 goals, and we won it by. And it was the Old Trafford game that won us it. The exact difference. As well, you've got to credit the whole City squad as well, because you look at the 5 changes he's made from Real Madrid. So he's left De Bruyne out, which is risky in anyone's book, because for me, best player in the world, and no one's ever going to change my mind. So you've left De Bruyne out. You've left Bernardo out, who's been phenomenal for us this season and important to what we do. You've left Mahrez off, who's our top goal scorer this season, and brought on Sterling, who... can't really score a goal at the moment to save his life. You can't get anything right. Here he is again winning it. I love it when he plays on the right. So much better than on the left. Why is Gundogan not passed that ball? Gundogan should have passed that across the box, and Zinchenko smashes it over. Gundogan was poor there. Gundogan should have put it across the box. Gundogan. He usually doesn't make poor decisions, but that was a poor decision from him. He's yelling at Marsh. I don't know. I don't think the transfer rumours did ruin him a little bit. I actually think he's come good because of it. Well, maybe not good because of it. But I think he's having a good season. This referee has really been crap. That's not yellow, that. I think all he did was try and block the ball. I don't think he's doing what the referee's telling him to do, which I think he's saying he stamped on him. Oh, he did stamp on him. Alright, that's a yellow. Yeah, fair. That was a yellow card. No complaints. Yeah, 3. We are behind them 3. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look at the league table. Let's have a look. Premier League table. We scored 2. Yeah, we're 3 back. We're 3 behind. We've conceded 1 goal fewer, but we're a bit lacking on the goals because, like I said, I think we've done really well. If you look at how many goals we've scored this season without a striker, we've had a great season. You can't really complain. The only surprise is that De Bruyne is our leading scorer in the league. I think he's level with Mahrez. Let that sink in for a second. De Bruyne's our leading scorer in the league. He didn't play for the first part of the season. But yeah, we're 3 goals behind. We're 3 goals behind Liverpool on goal difference. The goal difference might come into it. But of course, if you just win all your games, goal difference ain't going to matter. So it's more important that we win the games than get goals. We definitely don't want to concede any. A clean sheet would be superb here, especially going into Real Madrid in a few days. Ball cross. It's their execution, their final ball that's been really poor today, Leeds. Yeah, it's true. Well, he did the same thing in the FA Cup, didn't he? I think, of course, he's never going to say it. But I think he threw away that FA Cup semi-final. The rest plays for Atletico Madrid. Or Real Madrid. Whichever way around it was. I think he threw away the FA Cup, Champions League. Because you look at them changes. You know, and it kind of irritated me when everyone was going about how good Liverpool are and how much better they are than City. And that's why they're the best team in the world. I'm like, mate, we played our second string defence. Maybe our third string. But we did have a really poor first half of that game as well. There's no excusing that. I mean, Liverpool were good. They were on fire. But we played really poor. In the second half as well, I thought we were fairly poor. We only really came into it when we got the second late on. Until then, we didn't do anything. But you're right. This stage of the season where, you know, you have to win every game. And he's rested De Bruyne, he's rested Mahrez, he's rested Bernardo. That is big. Like I said, the one thing we don't need is an injury. If Aki's injured, I think, you know, we got so many injuries at the back. Like Liverpool last season, everything's on our defence. That defending in the end. What a block that is. Who is that blocked it? Laporte. And this is the thing we lack at the back. Pace. We got no pace. Rodri keeps on running though. yeah, Laporte's block there. How's he done that? Tip. Oh, it's off his toe. Laporte again. It's another corner to Leeds. Yeah, I mean, Kane is really good. I mean, if you look at the game against us at the Etihad, and I still think we should have played for the draw when we got the second. There's no need for us to push for a winner. Cost us. At least Leeds fans are throwing things at their own players. Stupid. Amazing. Leeds fans throwing at their own players now. Stupid. Don't get it. Oh, Leeds not scored there. My word. That was like that little ping. Sterling did well. So let's get out in time and actually, yeah, Leeds should have scored. It's like that pinball we had in the first half in the Leeds box. When you're really thinking City should score, Leeds should score there. Yeah, do you know what? It's the one thing I don't understand about. I mean, I don't. That was a dive, that Jesus. Like, I don't get racism anyway. I don't understand why people do it, but I also don't understand it like when football fans do it to like their own plays and things, and I just don't. It just makes no sense to me. What a ball across the box that is. Oh my god. We're gonna have to ride this out for the next 10 minutes. Don't let him in the box, Cancelo. If you're gonna foul him, do it there. City on the ropes here. Oh, and they played through them. He stands tall. You're gonna have to win a free kick here, or that's their throw. That looked like our throw. It goes on the ropes. Poor ball. Zinchenko comes away with it. And Jack wins a throw-in. Well, we're battling. We're fighting hard. Sometimes that's how you got to win. More things being thrown on the pitch. Ayling's having a go now at the fans. I don't know what Pep's yelling at. He's yelling at someone. Or that defense, because he knows no one's holding the ball. They're just kicking it. I think you just had a look at the clock there, Pep. Things like, how long's left? Get this game over. Now, Mendy. Now, here's an interesting thing about Mendy. So, I've nearly said that a few times, and obviously you don't want to bring him up. You don't want to talk about him. Of course, I mean, I'm glad he's not going to play for us, is it, ever? Like, I'm glad. But Mendy, we signed Mendy, and he is our only left back that we've got. He's actually our only left back, but he's also the one we signed with pace to match Walker on the right-hand side. So we're supposed to have two quick fullbacks. And we've not had that for a couple of years, obviously, because Mendy got injured. Both his bloody knees went. And of course, now he's gone through this thing, which, you know, hopefully he never plays football again. But you're right, Mendy, it's not particularly Mendy we're missing, but we're missing the Mendy we tried to sign. Because that's all we're missing. We're missing a quick left back. That's the big thing we're missing. Because then we got pace on both sides. And Cancelo's a good backup for Walker. He's not the replacement. Cancelo ain't going to replace Walker's speed, and he ain't going to replace his... Oh, Jesus. Cancelo again. How many touches do you want? He's just passing it around at the back there. But end-to-end's been a good game, hasn't it? But like we saw against Real Madrid, you know, of course we've not got our best team out. But like the Real Madrid game, if it goes blow for blow, I'd rate us against anyone. There's only Liverpool really that scares me when we do it. And that's again because we got no pace at the back. It hurts us every time. You can't play on the halfway line if you don't have pace. Here's Rafinha now. He's inside. I think that's Dan James running on you. I think it's Laporte again who clears that. That's Diaz. I tell you what, he's such a good replacement for Kompany. I never said that. Never thought I'd say that we could replace Kompany, but we have. And he's offside. Great defending again. That line there, to hold that line when they're about 10 yards away with the ball. That's balls, that. Everton, Chelsea tomorrow. Big game. Fucking love Everton to go down. Are we all in agreement? We want Everton to go down out of the three. Our Leeds, Burnley, and Everton. We want Everton to go down. We're all in agreement, right? City win the league, Everton go down, perfect season. Chest down by Cancelo, Foden, here's the break. He's got Jesus to his left. Gives it him. He looks offside to me. I tell you what, that's a good finish. But I don't want to celebrate because he looked well offside. Jesus don't even really want to celebrate. I think he's offside. When I saw it, then he immediately looked offside. I don't want to celebrate. I don't want to look like an idiot. I don't want to look like a gold bridge. Oh my word, is that such a good finish though? It's the only chance he's had all game. Great ball by Foden. I mean, Foden's learned from Bernardo Silva, for Christ's sake. Not Bernardo, David Silva. You don't get a better teacher than that. Is he off? See you, Dingleberry. Man, nice of you to join. You have a nice holiday. He's actually given the goal. Foden coming off. Resting him for Real Madrid. He's done his job. See the thing, but it's very nice to see you again as always. Bernardo coming on. Give him some time ahead of the... I think he's giving it. They want to celebrate that because honestly it looked offside. It looked a mile offside. Look like Fernandinho's coming on there as well for Rodri. Makes sense. Everyone's done their job. I mean, fair play to Pep as well. The changes have worked. Yeah, I don't think goal difference is going to come into it, but we're on 2 behind now. Not sure you want it, but Everton going down. Who would you want to go down instead of Everton? Because you've got 3 options, haven't you? You got Everton, Leeds. Yeah, my throat's swollen. Oh, they're talking today. We're just getting pelted in the face. Again, it's on a paper, thankfully. He is loving the garbage, isn't he? Grealish. Grealish is having a great time there. Yeah, who do you want to go down? Because I don't know. I'm happy for everyone to go down. The problem is, teams like Everton, because like I said, the amount of money that Everton have spent in the last couple of years is appalling when you think where they are. They've spent hundreds of millions, and look at them. Every single signing has been poor. Every single one. And if they go down, half of their team's going to have to leave, because I can't imagine they afford the wages. I don't know. Hopefully they've got something in the contract about them going down and taking pay cuts, because if they don't, oh boy. It's Bernardo now on the right side. Cuts in on his left. Hit it. Block. Marcelo's chest is a bit too hard. But yeah, if Everton go down, they're not coming back up. They'll linger in that championship for years, just like Leeds did. You can say the same again for Burnley. Burnley will do the same. You could never see Burnley coming back up, really. Maybe they do. They are playing a little bit more attacking now. Dyche is gone. Here's Fernandinho on for Rodri. Yeah, again, no surprise. Big change. That's going to be a safe throw. Fernandinho, 37. Bloody hell. What am I doing in my life? Has to be Everton, doesn't it? That's what I'm saying. It has to be Everton that go down. Can't really see any other. I mean, Burnley. I mean, I'm from Manchester and I've been to Burnley. Burnley's a horrible place. I wouldn't want to live there ever. It's such a horrible, disgusting place. But I have no hate against them. You know, they're just one of those non-teams that you just don't care about either way. And actually, one of my friends, his sister's married to Ben Mee. Good friend as well. So there's always that. And if you're gonna say you'd rather anyone win the league than Liverpool, well, why not extend that to Everton? I mean, Everton again, another team you don't really care about one way or another. They mean nothing. Maybe that's the worst thing you can say about a team. They mean nothing to you. No. Leeds, I mean, Leeds are an interesting team, aren't they? If they went down, they'd just come back up again. I think they'd be a yo-yo team. Who do I want coming up? That's a good question. Well, obviously Fulham are up, aren't they? My ex-girlfriend, her last boyfriend, he was the West Brom chairman's son. So his dad was the chairman of West Brom. Sounds like I get around a bit, but I don't. I don't know all these people. So Fulham are up. Do you know what? I think I'd like to see Forest up. I think Forest are doing really well. I think they battered. They battered it was Swansea, wasn't it? I think 5-1. It'd be nice to see Forest in the Premier League, I think. I was going to see Oldham go down when they got beat by Salford. It's a shame Oldham have gone down because, again, the great Manchester teams are really struggling financially and being a non-league team now. No, it's tough. 115 years they went as a football, well, as an actual EFL team, football team, whatever you want to say. So it's sad to see Oldham in non-league. Just it is with Stockport as well, but Stockport are doing well, you know. Because what happened to Berwick could happen to them teams anytime, and it's so easy to do, especially Oldham. If you look at the state Oldham are in, and their chairman's a joke. Like, he shouldn't be allowed to own a football club. I don't understand how these owners get these clubs. The way Bebby ran, the way Oldham is run, EFL allow it to happen. It shouldn't be allowed. So hopefully Oldham survive. But I can't see them getting back into the Football League anytime soon either, because of the state they're in. Oh yeah, Burnley poor pitch conditions. Oh, here's Cancelo now. One on the keeper. Go on, shoot. Ah, poor hit. Good defending in the end, but it's Gundogan again. His pass was poor. He should have given it to Grealish on the edge of the box, but he tried to give it to Jesus, the 6-yard box. He's never going to make him. But we're opening up Leeds now. And Leeds fans are in good voice too. The crowd's in good voice. The Leeds players have given up though. They're walking now. They're not really pressing. He looks well offside, Zinchenko. He is. He's Jesus on the left now. Waiting for Grealish. He's giving it him. Grealish is crossed towards the back post. Doesn't get enough on it. Keeper claims. Right idea though. He did the right thing. Jesus, Leeds have conceded 19 goals against us in United this season. Because they got beat 5-0 and 4-2 by United, and then they've been beat 7-0 against Leeds, and yes, it was 7-1. Of course, we've got 3 against them now. How's that not gone in? I think Ederson was lucky there because we cannot afford him to get sent off and miss a few games of the season. Nice. There's Bernardo. A 4th goal here would be nice. Like I said, I think the biggest compliment of this game so far is Pep's using the squad. The whole squad's getting a run out and they're all doing the job. You know, this has been a real team performance. It's been a right battle. It looks a little bit easier in the second half. Gundogan should have scored. That should have been a goal. That. I don't know how Gundogan's got that much space. Ederson makes a save. That's a rare thing. How good is Jesus at holding the ball up, though? Doesn't get enough credit for that, I don't think. I don't give him enough credit for that. That's a great save in it from Ederson, that. Taking out his foot. That was, what, 8 yards out? Just outside the 6-yard box, wasn't it? He's onside. He's a good chip forward. To get behind the defence who are getting tired. Oh, it's about 10 yards out. It's just in front of the penalty spot, wasn't it? About level with it. Good save, that. A little bit, obviously, I think either side of him is in, but it's a good save. That ball for Sterling doesn't quite make it through from Cancelo. Sterling, go on, lad. Go on, you deserve a goal. Oh, Ferner. I tell you what, I thought that was a pen. I thought it was a pen. I really think that was a pen on Sterling. He just pushes him. But I mean, whatever. The referee's been crap. Well, look at that for a hit. Fernandinho outside of the box. Keeper maybe should have saved it. But that reminds me of the one against Real Madrid the other day. You know, when Zinchenko was fired on the edge of the box and like 2 or 3 players stopped. But Bernardo didn't. Same thing. A couple of players stopped. Fernandinho didn't. Sterling again. Look at this from Sterling. Bam. Sees the space. Goes in it. Goes past again. I think that's a pen. Keeper should have saved it. What a goal. What a hit. That was the last kick of the game. 4-0. Made it look a little bit easier than what it was. That's a great result, isn't it? What a great result. Well, you know, goal difference is a massive thing as well. It does come down to that at the end of the season. We're getting closer. Well, we're now 1 behind them. 4-0 away to Leeds is a good result. And if you look at the plays he rested as well, that was huge. Huge win. Huge, huge, huge. And now we don't have to worry about the Premier League for a week because we're going to Real Madrid, which I will be doing a live watch along for as well on Wednesday. I think that one is Wednesday. Yeah, because we played them on Tuesday. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks, Josh. Thanks for joining. Thanks very much. Appreciate anyone else as well. And I will do the match reaction in about 10 minutes. But yeah, thanks for checking out. It has been fun, hasn't it? Hopefully Everton get beat tomorrow. Great weekend. And enjoy. 4-0. Come on, boys.